Hey everyone, good evening. Good evening to all guys. Hi Kadir, hi Shubh, hi Krish. Guys, I'm audible and visible to you all. Can you give me a thumbs up in the chat, please? We are live, guys. I can see many of them are asking when it will start and everything. So we are live, guys, and I hope you all can see me and I'm audible as well. Yes, okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the response. So I can see people are super active and they are already excited to start with the JavaScript. So let me tell you all about myself. My name is Anam Khan from Let's Upgrade, and I'm here just to let you know about this bootcamp, like certificate and attendance part. I'm not your trainer. The trainer is Geeta ma'am. She will be with you for the next 3 days. She will be teaching you JavaScript from the very scratch and will also build a small project. So I hope you will enjoy the session and have a great learning and hands-on also. Yes, cricketer certificate is also there for this bootcamp. So you need to basically mark your attendance for that for the next 3 days, and so when the program will get end, then only you will be able to download it. Okay, so I hope I'm clear to you all, and it's all out. Okay, how long will be the session? The session will be for 3 days, and each day it will be a 1.5 hours session, and that is the timing will be 6:30 to 8. Okay, guys. Mohammed Saif, 1.5 hours each day, and overall around 5 hours. Okay. Yes, guys, you will get the certificate. Please do not spam again and again for the certificate part. You can get it like it will be unlocked on day 3 when the session will end. Okay. Okay, guys, I will share my screen quickly and tell you all about the attendance part. Okay. So I hope my screen is also visible to you all. You can give me a thumbs up in the chat or a heart emoji or anything which is your favorite. Gamer that we will disclose on day 3 or on day 2. Please be with us for the next 3 days. You will get to know everything. Krish, I request please do not spam in the chat. Please let's other also ask. And yes, the certificate is free. Okay, guys, this is a totally free bootcamp. Nothing you have to pay for attendance or to enroll for the bootcamp or to get the certificate. Okay. So guys, now moving ahead for the attendance thing. Here you can see in the description box, you can see for registration, attendance, everything. We have this one link, as everything is placed at one place. So when you click on this, a new page will open where you will be able to mark your attendance. But for that, first you need to enroll for the bootcamp first if you haven't yet. And when you enroll and scroll down the page, here below the day one title, you can find this mark attendance toggle. Click here. A rating scale will open from 1 to 10. You can rate the session according to yourself, how much you would like to rate, or how was the session and everything based on that. And here is the feedback option. Whatever feedback you want to give it, be it positive, negative, please feel free to put it here. We will surely work on it. For now, I will give nothing, and the rating will be 10. You can mark it anytime during this 3 days of boot camp. There is no like time limit or duration, like time is there to that you need to mark on the starting of the session only. No, you can mark it anytime during these 3 days. Okay. So it will be good that if you put the attendance after the session ends, so you will be able to give the honest rating. Okay, guys. So again, when you come up, scroll up the page, here you can see progress bar. It has increased to 33%, and it will increase day by day as you mark your attendance. And one thing, guys, we have this communities, that is Discord and WhatsApp. You can join us there to get regular updates, daily invites, program reminders, and everything. Upcoming bootcamps alert also. And also you can tag let's upgrade there if you want. If you have any queries, and if you are stuck anywhere, you can ask us or your colleagues, friends there. Okay. I hope I'm clear about the attendance part, guys. No, Sumit, you cannot like edit your ratings and everything. It's just one time you can put it, so no worries. You can give it in on day 2 or day 3 as well. You have to give the ratings, so you can put the correct ratings there. Attendance link I will share here in the chat. You can go to this link and mark your attendance. One thing, guys, we have this student ambassador program. The link is there in this description as only. And when you click here, this is our student ambassador program. This is free 1 month program, nothing you have to pay. It's also free. When you complete this program, it is a 1 month, so when you complete this program, you will get this swags, that is gold and silver, bronze, based upon your performance. And these are the prizes that we distribute there. Again, it's upon the target and program completion percentage of program, that there are certain things there. So if you complete those things, you will be able to unlock these gifts and win all those prizes. The prizes are iPad, gaming chair, smartwatch, gaming t-shirt, earbuds, and everything. The next batch will start from 1st of June. You can still apply for it. The team will get back to you. And it's also free. No charge we take during this program also. Okay, so you can apply for it. It will add value to your resume. And okay, and to know more about the SCP program, you can just click on the link and or go to Let's Upgrade website. You can check there. And this is the all-in-one documentation, guys, where we have put everything, like stored all the links and notes there. You can find attendance link, enrollments link, and session links. Also, if ma'am shares any of the resources, any link, PPT, or any notes for you, we will upload all those things here. So please make sure that you save this short doc link, so you can open this document anytime. This you cannot download in a PDF format, so yeah, you have to save the link only. And we will upload all those things here. And this is the notes, like basically what we are going to learn the next 3 days. So we have put all those things here, and you can also follow up on this, that what are we going to learn today and tomorrow and on day 3. And we have also stored some notes in each tab. When you open this toggle, you can find the notes for each title topic as well. So I hope I'm clear, and you all have you got guys have got everything. So if anything is there, you can ask us in the chat. Ma'am is there to guide you, to help you out. And you can, yes, you can give your attendance anytime. Once again, I'm telling you. So guys, that was all from my side. Now we can begin with the session. I will call the ma'am. 1 minute. Hello, ma'am.
Hello,
Hi,
hello.
ma'am.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Anam. Thank you for the
How are
introduction.
you, ma'am?
Am I audible clearly?
Yes, you're audible.
Okay.
So
Great. So
you
thank you
can
for the
take over the
introduction. I'll
session,
carry on.
ma'am. Yeah, I will take the
Sure.
lift. Thank you.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Am I audible clearly? I thought my internet wasn't working somehow, but it is. Hi. So I'm reading your chat, so you can drop any doubt that you have. Hello. Hi, Adil. Good evening. Thank you. Yeah, it is a complete course of JavaScript. If you are a beginner, it's the best place you are at. Yeah, we are going to build a small project. Hi, hi. Okay, I think we are good to go. I think we're good to go. We are 245 people. Shall we start or we should wait for 3 minutes more? Let me know. Shall we start? Yeah, we do get certificates. Okay, great. So you are here for, okay, once again, good evening, everyone. So you are here for JavaScript Bootcamp, which is a 3 days bootcamp. We're going to do everything from scratch. And I assume if you're here for JavaScript, you must have done a little bit of HTML and CSS. And even if you have not, don't worry about it. I will explain how to implement it. And yeah, I assume you're a beginner, so I will take it slow. I will explain everything in depth and how and why we do it, most importantly. And JavaScript, I think, is one of the most in-depth languages, which is not easier to understand. So yeah, we will do everything from scratch and in detail. And I hope you find this session worthwhile. I'm already using a mic. I'm not good with mics, but I'm already using one. I hope the voice is clear. Thoda slow. Okay, we be slower. Any more questions, or shall we start? I think we are good to go. Okay, I'll share my screen first. Okay, let me know if my screen is visible or not. Great, great, great. Thumbs up coming. Yes. Okay, is my screen visible? Okay, great. So you are here for JavaScript Bootcamp. I have my notes here. I would cover everything that we are supposed to cover today. And let's get started. So the very first thing to know about JavaScript is what is JavaScript and why JavaScript. So let's get to the history of JavaScript first. It is one of the most influential programming languages powering web development. It has evolved from a simple scripting language to a powerful full stack technology. Now, if you focus on the term full stack technology and another term which powers web development, you might think why I am using the word powering web development, and you might also think why we used the term full stack technology. Now, JavaScript is the only language in the universe which can work on both front end as well as back end. That means you can use JavaScript to dominate and manipulate the front end elements, and you can also use JavaScript as a server side element for backend. I hope it's clear, and that is the reason we focus on JavaScript more these days. And most of the organizations that you see, or most of the products that you see, are built on JavaScript, are solely built on JavaScript. And when I talk about the history of JavaScript, there is a very funny story. It was built in just 10 days, and there was no purpose of building it as such, or to make it universal. Basically, it was built by Sir Braden Aish, if I'm pronouncing him right. He worked at Netscape, and it was just a scripting language. So within a time frame of 10 days, he built it, and it was solely for the purpose of making your tasks in the browser easier, and it was for individual purposes only. But somehow it became universal, and every decade it saw so many new phases and upgrades. Okay, so we will talk about it, Abhi. Yes, it is possible to implement JavaScript in server side. That's why I said JavaScript is a full stack language. Somebody say Somebody's saying you cannot see the screen. Can't you? Is the screen not visible, everyone? I'm sorry, I can't speak in Hindi entirely because there are people from all across India, and like everybody doesn't have Hindi as their first language. So I will have to use English only. Visible, visible. Great. Abhi, I'm not showing anything on the screen. It's just the Google Chrome's homepage, okay? Yeah, I'm not showing the notes right now. I'm not showing the notes for now. Great. Okay, okay. Great. So yeah, that was a funny story about JavaScript. It was built in just 10 days, and it is just a scripting language. It was just a scripting language, but now it owns web development. Okay, so yeah, I've already explained it was developed by Brendan Eich, and it was created in just 10 days, and it is originally called Mocha. It was originally called Mocha, and then it was renamed to LiveScript, and now it is finally called as JavaScript. Okay, we'll use English. And yeah, one more thing. If you're a beginner, like a lot of people ask this question, like, is JavaScript related to Java? No, it was just a gimmick. JavaScript is nowhere near to Java. It was just for marketing purposes, and that's it. So yeah, okay, a very interesting fact about JavaScript is the first use case. It was making web pages dynamic. Now, if you have seen the HTML and CSS bootcamp that we did earlier, I gave you a very simple example about a fan. Like if you put a fan on the wall, it is a basic black fan. That is HTML. Putting something on the web page, just like putting a fan on the ceiling. Now, if I tell you to change the color to white, now that is where the CSS comes in. You are changing the color of the fan to white. Okay, you are changing some styles in the web page. That is CSS, cascading style sheets. Now, if I tell you make it dynamic, I tell you that when I turn the switch on, the fan should work, the fan should move. Or in a web page, I say like when I hover on, if you see my screen, when I hover on these icons, there is a transparent sort of background behind these icons. What is this? Is this done using HTML or CSS? No, it's done using JavaScript. You call events. You call event. What event will be called here? On hover. When I hover on this block, the style should change, right? So this is what JavaScript does. Okay. I hope I'm clear so far. I'm literally going very slow. I'm explaining everything in detail. Yes, Utpal, great answer. HTML is skeleton, CSS is body structure, and JavaScript is movement of parts. That can be done using CSS also, is it not? It can be done using CSS, but you are using pseudo codes basically. But that is what JavaScript is. No, like for every dynamic purpose, you cannot directly use CSS. You will somehow need JavaScript to call the events. Ma'am, to learn one stack, then how much JS is required to learn? You did not master JavaScript in 3 days or a month. You master JavaScript as you go. Start building projects, and the more you work on it, the more you learn. There is no timeline to learn JavaScript, and I cannot promise you that these 100 pages will make sure you become a master in JavaScript. That's not possible. I will tell you how JavaScript can be implemented in backend. Don't worry. What is the use of JS in web dev, Nitya? I just now explained. Role of JavaScript in web development is to make things dynamic. For example, if you see in this web page, when I hover on this icon, like what is making this background of this icon quite transparent? There is a transparent block behind it. Or say, when I click on this block is opened, right? What makes sure that this block will open? HTML? No. HTML has built the structure of this block. But how am I calling the event that when I click on this button, this block should open? That is what JavaScript does. So you cannot even think of a dynamic web page without JavaScript. Okay, I think now we can start further. So that was a little bit of history of JavaScript and why we use it, why is it so important. Let's talk about standardization and growth. Should I copy these notes for you guys also on the screen? I think I should. Let Excalibur. Is it opened already? Yes, it is. Okay, it's open on the screen. Let's copy it here. Is the screen visible now? I think you guys can also see the notes along with me now. Just a sec. Is the screen visible now? Okay, great. So notes are, I presume notes are also visible to you. Just trying to, yeah, now visible. Just a second. Yeah, now it's visible. Now I'll zoom it. Let me see. Yes, yes, zooming in. Just a second. Let me also see on YouTube now. Yeah, I think it looks fine now. Okay, standardization and growth. So basically, JavaScript has been like is getting upgraded every now and then. Every now and then there are so many new features that make our work so much easier. So let's talk about standardization and growth of JavaScript. So in 1997, JavaScript was standardized as ECMAScript or ES. Now if you must have heard about the versions ES5, ES6. So in 1997 it was first standardized as ECMAScript, which is ES, by ECMA International. And ES3 was introduced in 1999. ES3, that means the third version of ECMAScript, which had better error handling and regular expressions. What is error handling? If I presume you have not worked with JavaScript, so there are try and catch blocks. So you get to see a like really well structured error handling in JavaScript nowadays. Like you can see what exact error there is and in which block is the error, so you can easily figure out, and bug fixing is a cakewalk now. And in 1999 this was introduced along with regular expressions. I presume you're from technology background, so you know regex. And then JavaScript became essential for web browsers but faced cross browser compatibility issues. Now these issues were like being seen even few times a few years back. So what is compatibility issue? Now many browsers do not support the JavaScript functions that, like, the Chrome might support that specific function but other browsers won't. So while creating websites or while working on applications, some browsers do not support specific functions, and that affects the functionality of the application or the website as a whole. So that is something we wanted to sort. So now in 2000s, JavaScript was facing this issue of browser incompatibility. I hope it's clear. Network issue. I'm seeing the word network issue. Anyone video is being stuck, or is it my side? It's your side. People are saying Tushar. Okay, then early problems. JavaScript was mainly used for small scripts, and as I told you, it was designed in just 10 days. It was for individual purpose only, but it somehow became universal because of its functionality and need, if we say. Lacked modularity, no built-in support for modern development practice. Now, as technology grows, as technology advances, there are new requirements for us. The requirement for better error handling came in, the requirement for cross-browser compatibility came in, the requirement for responsiveness came in. So that is where JavaScript was lagging. Let's see how it developed over time. Okay, I'll paste the another block of notes here. Oh, well, I'll move a little down. Hmm. Did I not paste the entire block? Just a sec. Yeah, now it's here. Okay. Hmm. So rise of Ajax. Not audible? I'm not even speaking anything as of now. Yeah, I want to speed up the theory part, but a lot of people are saying to please go slow. Okay, I'll try to speed up a little, Karthik. Any other issue? I'm audible. Okay, great. Thank you. So the rise of Ajax and modern web. As I told you, there were many challenges in JavaScript. but it had the potential. It had the potential that could help programmers in the long run. So the rise of Ajax and modern web. What is Ajax? Asynchronous JavaScript and XML. What is asynchronous now? If you're from tech, you know synchronous and asynchronous. So basically, we sometimes, while working on processes, if you have done DBMS already, while working on processes, sometimes situations occur that one process is stuck just because the process before it could not be completed. And even if I have written the correct code for the second block, it will not work just because the code prior to it did not work. That means there is a thread in node. Also, there is a single thread. So when one process doesn't work, all the like processes that have to be done afterwards will get stuck just because of that process. So in JavaScript, asynchronous programming was introduced, which could allow you to be dependable on the priority basis on what part of code you want to run and what part of the code you want to wait for the upcoming code blocks. I hope it's clear. So in JavaScript, asynchronous, we will do it in functions also, so don't worry about it. And then XML was also introduced, and it enabled faster and interactive web pages. Obviously, when you can set what processes to wait for, and when you can set what processes do not affect the upcoming processes, definitely the compatibility of the browsers increases and they become more interactive, and debugging will also become easier in the long run. Then in 2009, ES5, ECMAScript 5 was introduced, where JSON was introduced. Now, JSON is JavaScript Object Notation. You already know JavaScript. What is object notation? So, it is a very easy thing. Like, I will give you how an object is defined in JavaScript. For example, I will say let details is equal to let details is equal to name xyz second name, and let's say grade, say a, and then close the block. This is an object in JavaScript. Now what is this? Like, you might get confused, but don't worry. Basically, there is details, which is a box. Consider an object like a box which you label it, and then inside that box you have everything labeled already. Now let's explain you through this an example. In your kitchen, when you go, now kitchen is the object name, and inside that you have labeled everything. For example, you have labeled the spices. So in a container you have pasted a label called black pepper, and inside it you have stored black pepper. So this is key, and this is the value. Name is the key, xyz is the value, grade is the key, a is the value. Now in JavaScript, JSON, yani JavaScript object notation, was introduced. Okay, which is very helpful because you can easily fetch details using this. Like, it is very easy to fetch details using this. Just like, you just have to say, forget what console.log is. Basically, it's a print statement. You just have to say, give me details dot name. It will give you the details name. It will give you xyz. So that becomes very easy for you to work with data sets. Okay, let's go ahead. Strict mode. Now what is strict mode? Strict mode in JavaScript was not introduced earlier. In ES5 it was introduced, and that was the sole reason why people could not rely on JavaScript, because when you work on JavaScript, no, as I told you, it is a server side language. So I will show you something. Don't worry about what it is. Just see what I want you to show. Okay, this is developer tools. I'll explain it in detail now. But what I want you to do is, basically, if I do seeing the password, like I was not sure if the password is being sent on the server side or not, and somehow I could not log in. So I did this. I did console.log, and I said, please show me the. Um, I said console dot just a minute, log, and I said password. Now, the problem with JavaScript before ES5 was introduced was, now somehow, say for example, I forget to remove this line from the code and my website was live. Now, anybody uh, who was using that website could open this dev tool, could open this console, and he could see the password here, and everything I had could have been lost. Why? He could have hacked the website. Now, what strict mode did was, it enabled this feature in JavaScript, which would allow the scope of a variable or a line of code to your local servers only. So it was very, very important, and it was very, very useful when it came to encryption of your data, of your private data. Any more doubts? I hope I'm clear so far. I will implement everything. I'm not implementing anything as of now. Just this is just the introduction. Don't worry. Do I need to speak louder? I think I'm already speaking a lot louder. Strict mode is nothing, Nihal, but the way you can tell your browser that this detail should not go outside on the web server side, so that nobody can access those details. So even if you type something in the code locally just to test, and that goes in the web browser, anybody can fetch those details, right? All clear. Thank you. Okay, let's move ahead. Node.js was created, in 2009. Anybody can ask you this in the interviews. When was Node.js created? It was created in 2009, allowing JavaScript to run on the server. Now, many people get confused. What is Node? What is React? What is Express? Don't get confused. Node is nothing but JavaScript, but for the backend. Now, if I just told you something few minutes back, JavaScript is a full stack language. This is the only language in the entire universe that supports both front end and back end altogether. So if somebody asks you what version of JavaScript is used in backend, you will say Node. Okay, and what versions of JavaScript are used in front end? You can say Express, or you can say Vue. So these are the versions that can be used in front end, and there are the versions that can be used in the back end. So Node is nothing but JavaScript implementation on the server side. I hope it's clear. Let's go ahead. Then we have JavaScript became the foundation of front-end development with jQuery, Angular, React. I just used these terms. Angular and Node are for the backend. React and Vue.js are for the front end, which are JavaScript extensions only. Then what was the impact? It became a full stack language, which I just explained. Let's move ahead. The modern JavaScript era. Now, what were the changes? Just a sec, I'll paste this on the screen for you. Is it clear so far? Let me know if you have any doubts. Yes, I'll share all the notes if you guys want. Yes, Express is a framework for backend only. Did I say front end? It's for backend. I'm sorry. You can't see the notes. Somebody is saying, where are the notes? Acha, where the notes gotten? I read it, gone. Okay, great. Let's let's move ahead. Okay, now the modern JavaScript era. After 2015, JavaScript was at in its prime. So there were many features which were introduced in JavaScript, which we still use. Okay. Let, const, arrow functions, template literals, classes, modules. Now, you might find these words a little intimidating or overwhelming for that matter, but these are not. Just understand that let and const was a way to declare variables. Now, there were ways to declare variables, and there were ways you can declare them based on the scope that you want. Sometimes, say for example, um, I want that I will only use alphabets as variable names in my code. Now, how many variables are there? There are only 26 of them. Now, I want only alphabets to be used as variable names in my code. Now, what will I do if those 26 variable names are used? Okay. So, there was this scope thing in JavaScript which was introduced. Like, if I have a function, like I say, for example, I built a function sum, which will add the values. So inside the sum, whatever whatever variable I define using let, it will not be considered outside of that function. Uh, I'll explain you it with an example, with a very short example. Okay. Say for example, you have a small box. Okay. You have a small box in your room where you have labeled everything. So you have labeled stationery, you have labeled two things, stationery, and one thing, let's say, decor, medicines. Okay, stationery and medicines. Now it is inside your box, so inside your box you cannot define another box named stationery. Now you will get confused, right? What is the which box exactly is the stationery box? What I'm saying is, I'll explain it here. This is your box. Inside this box you have two boxes. Okay, this one is medicines, and this one is stationery. Now in this box, inside this box you cannot give another box named stationery. Why? It will be a clash, no? Which box exactly is stationary? But outside that box, say in somebody else's room, there is a box, and he has labeled something with the word stationary. uh, I'm very bad at drawing, I'm sorry. Stationary, right? Now this person can do it because the scope of your block was this box only, right? This box. Now anybody outside this box can name it again stationary, and it would not create a clash. Okay, now that is what was introduced in JavaScript in 2000 um, 2015 onwards, right? I hope it's clear. I will explain let, var, and const right after this. Any more doubts? Any more doubts? Let's move forward. I hope it's clear. Yeah, what was it now? So there were many functions which were introduced. Now there was this arrow function. What is arrow function? Earlier, there was a very long process to define a function. Function name, like parentheses, and then curly braces, then the code set. Now, sometimes we don't want to create an entire block. We just want to create a function, but in a single line. So arrow function helps us do that too. Then there were template literals, classes, modules. I will explain everything in detail, don't worry about it. But yes, some advanced features were definitely integrated in JavaScript. Yeah, there were operators. This operator is for power. Like if I do two, I think I should just type. If we do two double star two, it would show 4, which is 2 raised to the power 2. So this was exponential operator was introduced. Array.includes, it is used to test if a specific element is in array. Now this function is really really important, but if this function was not there, you have to like create an entire loop which will one by one iterate through all the elements of an array, and then check if that element is in the array by storing these values in a new variable. Now this function can do it in just seconds. It will just give you return you true or false. Array dot includes a. If a is there in the array, it will say yes. If it is not, it will say no, 0 or 1. So these functions, async await, I just mentioned. Async await will await for that specific process to complete, and then it would move below in the code below, to the code below in the specific block. Object dot values, it gets you the values of the objects. So rest and spread properties of the function, which are used to expand the scope of the variables. Then promise dot finally, which will return a final statement after a function what do you say processing. So yeah, these were some advanced features which were integrated in JavaScript 2015 onwards, which we still use, and now programming has become really really fun using these functions. Okay, yes, I will explain let where cons, don't worry. I think theoretical part is, yes, it's over. It was created in 1995. There's summary, you can refer to the notes. You guys want me to share the notes, I will share it. Then let's do some coding now, some practical stuff. Shall we? I want you guys to take your systems with you. Please send a thumbs up if you're ready for practical stuff now. A thumbs up. Do you guys have your systems with you? Yes, yes. Okay, my video is lagging, I guess. There's so many thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm sorry my video is lagging. Okay, great. Okay, let's start. So for JavaScript, I will use two uh, things. First would be console, and I will tell you how use it, and then just a sec. Uh, no, it's nothing. I thought the bell rang. It's nothing. Sorry. Huh. So we would be using two things. First would be console, and second would be program. For programming, we will use VS Code. Okay. So I think first let's install VS Code in our pipeline. We have three pillars of web development. This programming part, I think I should do the programming now. So for that, we will move to first installation, I think. Yeah, we will install first. Let's change the priority. Let's install VS Code first. So you guys can also practice together. Great. I want you guys to go to this website, which I will paste, or you can just type it also. code.visualstudio.com, or you can directly write VS Code install. I already have it installed in my system. I want you guys to install if you don't have it already. Go to this official website, code.visualstudio.com. You have VS Code, great. guys installed it. It's very easy. It's just easy to install like another application. Just install it here and it will give you some options. Just install it for Windows. Priority wise, I will mention the instructions for you on the page also. It's very easy. So if you guys don't have VS Code already, install it. It's not difficult. Yeah, these are the instructions. You have since 12th grade, Pranchu. Let's wait for people to install it. Just 2 minutes for them. Go to this website, install it based on the OS you're using. If you're using Windows, install for Windows, Mac, or Linux. And then this I will explain. Don't worry. Just do this. Just do first two steps. The third step I will explain. Please give me a thumbs up, everyone, if you've done it already. Quick, quick, quick. We are a little short of time. Be a little quick. Already installed. Great. Yeah, you will get the recorded video in YouTube here only. You can revisit every time you face any issues. Great. A lot of thumbs up are coming in, so I think we are good to go. So VS Code is installed. The third step is to install some useful JavaScript extensions. So that would help you in long run. So we will open Visual Studio Code. People already had VS Code, so I'm impressed. Yeah, so we'll open it first. Okay? Just go VS Code. You can first send you. Sidebar, everyone. Should I zoom in? Oh my god. Yeah, I think it's pretty good now. You see this sidebar? There is this extension section. Go to this, and I gave you three names of the extension. So it will automatically format the section. I already author some. Hello, Anam. The live has stopped. Am I visible now, people? I'm sorry for the glitch. Am I visible now? The minute we started with practical, somehow there was internet. Thank you. Okay, everything got stuck. Like the StreamYard also got stuck for some reason, but my internet was working fine. Okay, thank you. Sorry also. So yeah, install Prettier on your systems, and then there's this extension LetsUpgrade. If it says trust the author and install, just click on yes. And there is another which is, I think, what's the third name? It is LiveScript ES Lint. Now, ECMAScript Lint is for better code formatting, just like Prettier, but Prettier auto formats code, and it is for better code formatting. Basically, Prettier will give you a uniformity in the code, like tab spaces and everything. So for spacing, Prettier is good. So install these three in your systems ASAP. Acha, screen is not shared. I'm sorry. Install Prettier, ESLint, and Live Server. I'm presenting the screen. Just a second. Window. Stream one. Share. Somebody's saying my voice is breaking. Somebody's saying is. Am I audible clearly now? Please give me a final call. Yes or no? Clear. Okay. Great. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. So I hope you have done this. Let's start with the coding part now. Notes. Yes, so now let's get started. So VS Code, I recommend you to use VS Code only because it is very lightweight for the system, and it has so many built-in terminals and extensions that would make your work a little easier. And mostly people use VS Code only. Then there's Sublime Text, there is Atom, there's WebStorm, but VS Code is universal, so you can use it. ESLint for what? Explain, ma'am. ESLint is for basically linting, which is formatting of the code in uniformity. Basically, while you work on bigger projects, there is a long chain of files, and in those files, say for example, you are working in an organization, you definitely use GitHub version control systems. Now you take that code in your system, and you're working. Somebody else is working on your code. Now your code on your end might be very good, on your end your code might be very formatted and बहुत सुंदर सा code आपने लिखा है, but somebody else is also using that specific code and he might change the formatting of the code. So it would not let you commit and push that code, let that person push the code in the main branch unless he fixes the formatting issues. So ESLint is for that, automatic formatting. You define the formatting in a file, and prettier also there is prettier RC file. In that file there is a formatting like tab space should be 2 only if you're using 2, or 4 if you're using 4. So that formatting will help keeping the code in uniform state. I hope it's clear. Okay, let's move ahead. So VS Code we have downloaded. Let's get started with VS Code. Let me see what we have in the pipeline for today. Dev tools. Great. Yeah, we will complete it in half an hour, not much. So yeah, let's get started. So in VS Code, I assume you all have a little bit of idea this. And if you don't have it, for now create a folder. I will create a new folder and name it JS Bootcamp, and JS Bootcamp part. Let's just yeah, now it will open. Select folder. Still breaking? What is wrong with my internet today? Just a second, guys. kbps. Oh my god. Yeah, actually the internet is slow for some reason. Not start anything if the voice lags. Is the voice clear now? Everybody? Is the voice clear now? No, I'm not using any VPN. Clear, clear. What am I speaking? 1, 2, 3. Am I clear? Okay. Okay, great. Thank you. कहाँ तक किया था हमने? Where were we when the voice started lagging? Please tell me so that I can continue. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you so much. A little bit clear. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were making folder. Okay, great. So in VS Code, I made a folder. I'm inside the folder, and now I assume you have done a little bit of HTML. So I'll create an index.html file, and you go to this. You type exclamation mark mark and enter. Uh, Move to bin. Extensions installed. Now it would automatically create this format for you. And enter. I hope the code is visible. I've zoomed in. Yeah, we will discuss let, var, and cons. Don't worry. Okay. So I have written a very simple HTML code. I will write here h1 tag inside the body, which will say I am heading 1. Okay. I am heading 1. Now, basically, why I'm coding this, I want you to see the live usage of JavaScript. Okay. Let me know if I'm not clear or if the voice breaks again. Again, what is lagging? Oh my goodness, what is wrong with my voice? My internet. Still lagging? Don't worry, I'll not end the class before I complete the course. Still lagging? Now, okay. Okay, thank you so much. I'm sorry for the inconvenience, but I don't know what is wrong with my internet today. It works very fine, actually. I don't know what is wrong. But yeah, the speed is quite unimpressive. 63 Mbps only. It's very less actually. Okay. So yeah, somebody is asking what is H1. H1 is heading 1 tag. If I okay, you just downloaded a live server application, right? So if you right click on the code, there is an option live server, or even if you don't want to use it, there is a go live option in the bar below. You can also click it, but you can also use right click and open live server. So basically I created a structure in which I give a heading which is underneath the screen. Lag is too much. Is it there, Abhibi? Is the voice still breaking, everyone? The internet works fine the entire day. Now, okay, okay. Hmm. ठीक है, thank you. Voice is match your action means internet problem, मैम. इसका मैं मतलब क्या समझूं? मैच हो रही है या नहीं? डिलीट ही खिंच दिया. Just do one thing, ma'am. For speed, turn on and okay. If I turn on and off airplane mode, I'll have to go like for 5 minutes at least, and I don't want to do that. Okay, guys, I'll be back after reconnecting to the internet. Okay, just give me a minute. Just a minute, I'll be back. Hello. Okay, thank God. Like, I'm sorry, everyone. Actually, I told you it will take 5 minutes if I turn on the airplane mode and set up everything again. So I did. I think the speed is good now. Am I audible? Thank you for the patience. No, we'll not continue. Okay, okay, great. Let me move with practical JS implementation. So when you go to live server, you have this live page. You see this live page wherein I put up a heading which is in the h1 tag. I can manipulate to use some function which is on click event listeners basically, but we don't have to worry about the implementation. We will discuss it in detail, but I want to show you an example how JavaScript can work on both front end and back end as well. Okay. Is the voice still breaking? Oh my god. I just fixed the internet. Is it still breaking? Let me know. On my phone, the internet is working fine. I can see your live. Is it clear now? Please give me a thumbs up. I want to start the practical part, you all. All good, all good. Okay. I hope it's good now. Okay, okay, okay. Let's complete this ASAP, but not, we'll not rush. So there's heading. Now, we can change the color of this heading. I want that on click should be an alert on the screen that you've clicked on the heading. Let's do that. Okay. So first of all, how do we use JavaScript in our HTML files? How do we do it? So let's create a JavaScript file extension dot file, I will say, no, let's not create something. Then I'll show you. I will say, show you an example. I think the voice is still lagging. Is the voice still lagging, everyone? I can't teach it like this if the voice still lags.